Hello, BUSI 1301 students. It's your fearless leader, Professor Park. I don't know about fearless. A couple of issues that I want to talk to you about. One is that a lot of you are saying, hey, there's a bunch of zeros on this exercise. I don't understand. I'm sorry, I fixed that. I've pulled those out so you can't see those. What that is, just to make sure we're all on the same page, is when I assign a chapter to read and you click on it, you're going to see this. Well, since that is in Blackboard, Blackboard says, oh, well, we have to have something in the Grade Center for that, and that's the reason why you saw all those zeros. Now, I do think it's interesting that there are probably 25% of you who aren't clicking on the reading, so I'm going to assume that you're not reading. Maybe I should make this worth some points. For as simple as it is clicking and just flipping through these pages, I really think you should do it. Also, you've got to do this Learn Smart exercise because it's worth 100 points. If you don't do them, you might as well drop the class. Now, most of you are doing it, but some of you aren't getting 100 points. All you have to do is go through those Learn Smart questions, and you can take as long as you want and do it as many times as you want. But all you have to do is get 80% proficiency or answer the questions correctly, and then you get a full 100 points. They don't deduct, it's all additive. So, and you can stop and start the Learn Smart. If you didn't do the video about explaining what Learn Smart does, it's probably a good idea to do it now because it really will help you understand the chapter and the concepts that we're talking about and do well on the chapter tests. Do the Learn Smart first. We also have videos, and you can drop some of those videos. Make sure you understand how they work. They're only 5 or 10 points. That's explained in the syllabus. But I think the videos add a lot to the experience. I would do them just for fun. Maybe I'm a geek. And then, of course, you take the chapter quiz. And I want you to do that in that order. And I don't want you to read and then take the Learn Smart and do the video and do the quiz all in one sitting, because it's shown that if you read, sleep on it, and then apply what you've read, you will do better. So take my words. Read, sleep, and then do. Okay, we've talked about Learn Smart. We've talked about the chapter reading is kind of freaking everybody out. So I've taken those columns away in Blackboard so you can't see those zeros, so don't worry about it anymore. You do need to worry about the Learn Smart, the videos or whatever if you've got them, and the quizzes. Last thing, for the discussion questions and just the questions that you answer written, do me a favor. Don't just Google the answer. I've caught a couple of people and had to give them zeros, and that pains me. This is something that I only have a few hard rules. One is I want 3 paragraphs. 2 is a paragraph is more than a couple of sentences. And 3 is I don't want you to plagiarize. You know what? If you give me a reference from even our textbook, or even something that you found on the web that goes towards what we're talking about, and you put time and effort into this posting, I'm going to give you extra points. I think I gave somebody 5 extra points this last week because they really defended the position, and I believe it was about if we should increase minimum wage. Yeah, it was. And I never give 5 extra points for this, but it was so well written, and they used a lot of references, even though they found them on the web, I don't care, to back up their position. Then they got 5 extra points. Usually you're going to get a point or 2 extra points if you do a great job. So what you're going to get back is, I think that we should raise minimum wage, and that's it. Or I get 3 sentences, and that counts as 3 paragraphs. I want you guys to think about this. I don't have to have a paper, but I do have to have something that I can go, they've thought about the issue and they've put it on paper, and it makes sense. I usually don't count out for spelling as long as I can understand it. So don't worry about all the little pieces. Worry about the big picture. That's what I want to understand. If you understand the issue that we're talking about, and you can defend it, and you just use more than one paragraph or a big old block of text. Don't do that. It drives me crazy. It's not. It's not. You're not texting your buddy. You're doing something scholarly that you can defend. Okay. There's enough about that. And I believe that's it. Most of you guys are doing a good job, and I appreciate the hard work you do and the questions that you ask. Oh, last thing. If you have a question, let me just say this. You're stupid if you don't reach out to me. I truly want you to be successful, so just type me an email or just text me or call me if it's an issue. Don't call me at 12 o'clock at night saying, "Oh, my dog ate my test on the computer." Don't do that. But and don't call me about issues with taking the test because your internet died at 11 o'clock at night. No, that's something that you're going to talk about the next morning and beg for forgiveness. I do understand that happens occasionally. It's just that you get one occasion, not multiple occasions of that. If you have a problem with your internet connection, you shouldn't be taking an online class. Okay, it's more time than I wanted to spend. I really appreciate you guys listening to this. Again, I'm here to help, and we'll talk to you soon.